What's going on, you beautiful people? Welcome to another video. It's good to see your beautiful faces smiling and having a great time. This story today I've never told before, and it's about how I lost over $120,000 in the Forex market over a year and a half. And it was a really hard video to make. I didn't know if I should make it. It's very personal, obviously. And I decided to make this video because there was some controversy around, gambling, and a couple of famous YouTubers promoting gambling to their young audience. And also, I know that there's a lot of gamblers out there, a lot of people who gamble, and a lot of people who might be addicted to gambling without even knowing. And I thought I'll come make this video. I'll try to have it as raw as possible without too much cuts and edits. I just take some of the extra ums out maybe, but it's going to be unscripted and essentially just my story on how I started Forex market, how I got addicted to it, and how I got out of it. I was suggested by someone to try the stock market, and I signed up for a Commonwealth bank account, ComSec, and started trading a couple of things after some research. But I wasn't getting much returns, obviously, because it's a very long-term investment, and knowing myself, I'm not the most patient guy, and I like, obviously, faster returns. So as I was doing some research, I came across Forex market, Forex trading, and a few other things. And to be honest, I was like, yeah, no, don't know too much about it. Did some research, and they do offer you the free demo account that you can sign up and just play around with. And I did that. I signed up for a demo account, and I was off on ready to go. I traded a little bit, practiced a little bit. I was making some wins, I was getting some losses, and I was like, overall, it seems like I'm actually doing okay, and it might be beginner's luck. But I felt like, yeah, I can put some money in this. So I put a small amount. I think it was like $1,000 or $2,000 in one of the trading accounts, and I will name these guys and who are the good ones, who are the bad ones. But so I started with IC Markets, and they problems that I faced with them was freezing out of my account, not being able to close trades, delays, all that stuff. But anyway, we'll get to that. So I started with a couple of thousand, and I'm growing into, I think, double the fund, the account, within a very short period of time. So I felt confident. I was like, yeah, I'm doing well. So I went even more crazy, and I put more, and I wanted to reduce my risk, and I put 40, 50,000 in there, and I put 70, 80,000 altogether. And within a few months, I actually made that into 100,000. So I was sitting just over 100,000, and bad luck for me, I had an open trade on British pound, and I went to bed. Definitely don't leave your trades open, I guess, overnight. That's another tip. But anyway, left it open. I came back, woke up in the morning, and a couple of things that happened. One was the Brexit news came out, and there was a flash crash in the British pound. So basically, a flash crash, if you're not aware of what flash crashes are, essentially what happens is the price drops very quickly. Within seconds, it drops by a lot of percentages. So the actual price of British pound went down super significantly and came back up. But as it went down, what it did was it wiped my account because it went down so much. Woke up in the morning seeing my account. Not only I lost 100,000, but also it was minus 50, 60,000. So essentially I owed them 50, 60,000. there was a few issues that I was facing around the actual platform, and it freezing and all that stuff. So I tried to play that off. They didn't give a shit. Obviously, they didn't care, and there's hundreds of people who did lose money, and yeah, nothing they can do about it. So that was my first experience. Now, as I was profitable before the flash crash, I thought, okay, maybe I'll just get back into it and start again, and I did. I think I saved up 10,000 or something, and I got an account again. But I mistakes can happen. I was essentially just over trading, and there was commission rebates. So they would encourage you to trade more than you should, and the more you trade, the higher your risk. And before I know it, I lost that money too. Then I thought, okay, it's the platform. I changed platforms, and again, I lost money again. I changed to eToro. That was probably the least riskiest. I actually still think it's probably the best out there. This is no sponsorship or anything for eToro. It's personally used all different brokers, and I noticed that that one is the best. So essentially minimize the risk, and I made more money than I lost there. But believe it or not, I wiped that account out as well. That was the time that I realized maybe I am addicted to this. And I know I never gambled before in pokies or in the casinos, but I was thinking that, yeah, maybe I'm doing something in the financial markets. I felt smart, I was making money, but I was losing money. And at the end of the day, I lost money. And, the odds are against you. Essentially, 80 to 90% lose money. I started realizing that maybe, I'm addicted to this and I have a problem. Obviously, when you're addicted to something, you don't think you are addicted to it. Only later on, you realize that you were. So it took a lot of time, quite a few different attempts. And I wasn't ready to give up. Now, luckily for me, I had not much left. Essentially, I had maybe I had about $10,000 to $20,000 savings left, and I had no idea. I was hopeless. I was terrible place. I was depressed. I was sad. I wasn't sure. I felt useless. I felt really, really terrible. That I can't control this emotion. So. Now, at that stage, I still didn't give up, and that was around the time that I started looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin, and also a little bit of Litecoin. Now, I thought, what, I got nothing to lose because I've already lost everything. I've got a little bit of money. If I lose the extra $10,000, $20,000, it will be on top of what I've already lost, which is over 120,000. So maybe I should just go all in, which is gambling mentality essentially, and that's what I did before. I guess that's why I lost everything. But I didn't learn. So I saw Bitcoin. It was around 1,500. So I bought some Bitcoin, and I saw Ethereum. It was $32 to $50 within that time that I was looking at it, and I bought some. And I told myself I'm not going to touch this until I recover what I lost, and a bit more. And lucky for me, I did ride the Bitcoin wave. I came on top. I sold Bitcoin at around 16,000, and Ethereum at 450, 500. So, and Litecoin pretty similar as well. So I guess I did get out of this in positive, and it wasn't a disaster. It was very close to a disaster, but not everyone was as lucky. And I know a lot of people who got into the wrong time and lost, and I know a lot of people who encourage other people to get into the market and trade. Now, speaking of that, I actually have a few food for thought. Think about it. There's a lot of people on the internet, showing that, yeah, I've made this much money on the Forex market, this much money on this much on that. I'll show you how to trade. I'll teach you how to trade. This is amazing. I've replaced my income, blah, blah, blah. And then what they do is they come to you and they reach out to you and ask you to deposit $500 or $1,000 to a trading account that they tell you about, and they try to help you, you know, become a professional trader. Now, think about it. The way they actually make their money is by commission from you. So for introducing you to the platform, they make money. So they actually make, you know, between 500 to 1,000 a week, depending on how many people they introduce to the platform. But a lot of them don't actually trade, because think about it. If you know how to trade, if you're a professional trader, you can make a lot of money. Okay, even if you have a 10%, 5%, 10% return, you make a lot of money, and you don't need that $500 a week for hustling out and getting all these people onto different platforms and trying to get commission out of that. So why would they do that? Why would they even, you know, help you? Do you think it's because they're trying to, you know, run a charity and help people? No, it's not. It's a market for money, and it's essentially just trying to make some money off their network or off the people that they know and make some commission. So next time you see some post or, you know, someone telling you they're going to teach you how to trade Forex and yeah, you know, come join this platform, think twice, because if they knew how to trade professionally, they would be trading and making money 24/7 and not even be bothered with you at all. Trust me on that. Now I'm gonna actually make a different video on a few different tricks and tips on the Forex market. I'm gonna tell you, you know, if you do decide to do it, what not to do, 3-4 things that you should not do to avoid losing money, and if you do, you know, minimize your losses. But I hope that this video kind of explains that why you shouldn't try it, especially if you are emotional and if you have tendencies to be addicted to things. You know, you should definitely reconsider this. Just a quick one around how I actually got out of the hole that I was digging myself into. A few things. So firstly, I knew that I have a problem and I need to sort this out. So, you know, when it came to when I was positive, I essentially just, you know, took everything out. Now I actually lapsed a couple of times. I went back into it a couple of times for smaller accounts, smaller amounts. Maybe I think it was like $5,000, and there was another one for like $1,000. But I'm done. You know, I thought, okay, you know, I've literally, you know, done this for too long. And I know a lot of people who have, and they just, you know, keep going back. It's like smoking. You quit smoking, you know, have a couple of drinks, and next minute you're back on smoking. So very similar addiction in terms of just how addictive it is, because it does give you that feeling. And, you know, towards the end, I realized that I wasn't really looking at making money. I was just addicted to the feeling. Even if I lost money, I was addicted to it and just gave me some feeling. So I enjoyed that. Not about making money or losing money. It was just the dopamine. It was just the feeling. So if you are having problems with, you know, losing money on Forex, if you've already lost money, essentially it just means that, you know, it's not for you. So maybe cut your losses and get out, and don't do it again, because you think you're going to learn more and more, and you go back and you win, but 9 out of 10 you probably won't. So it's a very low chance, and try something else. But at the end of the day, you know, it was an experience. It was terrible. I did learn something from it, and I learned how to control myself, essentially. Yeah, so I will make another video explaining those tips and tricks, even if you are still looking at it. But if you are having problems with gambling, any type of gambling, do reach out. You know, just comment, let me know. I'm happy to have a chat and help out as well. And I hope that you can overcome it. But I know that it's not easy. You know, you got to put a lot into it, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. A lot of people have done it. You don't have to get stuck where you are. You can get out with a little bit of support and help. As long as you're strong, you will not go back and things will be okay. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you took away something out of this. It wasn't easy to make this video and put myself out there, but if I can affect even one person from losing their savings, I've done what I wanted to do, and I've done well. So good luck with everything. I hope you are not in this situation, but if you are, know that it's possible to get out. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay tuned for next week. I will explain how these brokers will trick you into essentially losing your money, and what are the tactics they use to encourage you to trade more and lose your money. Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope this helped, and if you know someone who is trading Forex, share this with them. They might be in a journey of losing their money, or they might be a professional trader that they can tell me how they do it, because it's not easy. So share it with someone who you think might be struggling with addiction and gambling. And let's hope we can save as many people as possible. That's it for me. Thank you for coming and watching this video again. And as always, stay real.